This is so exciting because I'm in the largest bookstore ever. I don't know if it's like the largest bookstore ever or just like the largest indie bookstore, but I'm so excited to like find some books in here. I think there will already be a vlog up of like the entire week if you guys want to go and like see the other bookstores that we go to while we're in Portland. But this is obviously just gonna be like just shopping in Powell's. It is huge. It is like just so big. I'm also hoping that we can go on all the different floors, but because it's so big, I don't know if I'll like actually be able to. I'm with 4 other book besties, and so you guys can all go check out like their channels and stuff if you guys want to. Walking in here was wild because I didn't realize that Powell's literally wraps around the entire like street pretty much, and there's like just, it's huge. You can't even fathom how big it is. So we have this huge map. Let me show you guys. This is the map. Actually it's upside down. This is the map. This is huge. Like, I think we're pretty much gonna stay in pink, blue, green, and maybe yellow. And then the other ones are like more books that we don't normally read, like the cooking books, language books, like stuff like that. So this is, I mean, it's literally huge. So I just hope we get through it all. I don't know, but it is really nice that there's going to be so many different options here, and they have used and new books too. Okay, we're getting ready to go book shopping, and I want to know, what kind of books are you guys trying to pick up? Like either types of book or like a specific book. Like, what do you have in mind?
I have a list. Yeah, it's mostly literary though, because it's something that I'm trying to get into. So I'm like, I kind of want to stock up while we're here.
Yeah. I have a list of like series that I need to finish, so I want to get like the last books and some series I'm in the middle of, and I've also gotten recs from everyone. So like, while I'm here, let me get everyone's best books to read.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm going off a lot of recs that I've heard everyone talk about, especially the Unmaking of June Fair. I'm definitely picking that one up because I've heard so many good things, so I have to get that one.
Yeah, I want to take a lot of book recommendations from you guys during this trip. And there are a lot of authors that I've read recently that I love their writing. So while we're here, I want to look for more of their books, because at my Barnes & Noble, they might not have all of the
selection here.
Yeah, they have so many options here, and I feel like we're not going to leave with less than like 3 books. Like, there's no way.
Too many. No way. 7.
Yeah. There's no way. It's not allowed.
No, absolutely not.
No.
I've been wanting to get this book for so long, and they don't have it at my Barnes & Noble, and they don't have it at any independent bookstores at home. This is like the top pick that I was like, whenever I come here, I want to get this. It is Reese's Book Club's newest book club pick, and I've only read one book by Rainbow Rowell, and it was Eleanor and Park. But I love that book. Granted, I read it when I was like really young, but I really enjoyed it. What books do you have in your little basket?
This is so pitiful, but I only have one right now.
I only have one too, so I don't feel like, we literally only have one, but we also kind of just started like looking, so I don't feel too bad.
Yes.
Yeah. Which one? What is that one?
So it's called The Invisible Husband of Frick Island.
Okay.
And I guess everyone on this island talks to and like acknowledges this man.
But he's like
has been
invisible?
dead.
Is it like fantasy or?
It's literally fiction.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, okay, she reads like smart books. We were talking about this at the house, and like I feel like the books that you read are so like thick and yes, no,
I'm kidding everyone. No, you're being so kind.
No, I feel like she has big brains in here. Like, you read books that are so thick and like daunting to me, but I also feel like if you like them, I probably will like them, because you are like have a very good judge of like what's a good book.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's funny because a lot of the ones I like, it's like something like romance is the underlying thing.
Yes.
Or so it's really not that. It's not that cool.
No, she's smart. She's smart. Don't downplay it. I picked up Slow Dance. This is one that I was saying is like my top pick that I wanted to get, because they don't have this book at my Barnes. They don't have it at any independent bookstores like near my town. Yeah, and it's just like, I don't know if it's been sold out or if they just didn't buy it. So like this is the first book that I was like, I have to pick up for sure.
That's perfect that you found it.
Yeah, I was very surprised. And there's a ton here too, so I'm excited to read this one.
Wow, I love the cover.
Yeah.
That's so pretty.
Yeah, and I think it's supposed to be obviously like a romance, but I think there's like deeper themes of like other stuff too.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, but I kind of want to go into it a little bit blind because I don't know like really what it's about, and I'm gonna kind of keep it that way.
Yeah, that's so fun.
I'm excited. I love a good cover, and this looks so cute. I don't even know what this is about, but literally just looking at the cover makes me want to grab it. Okay, so this book right here, The Friendship Study, and Ready or Not by Cara Bastone. I've heard that both of these are good. Have you read either of these?
I think I own this book. I own so many.
Oh,
I'm like, I don't
really?
even know what I own. Yes, so it's good.
Okay.
This is good motivations for me to read it.
Okay. Natalie, have you read either of these?
No, but I have this one.
You do?
And I
Okay.
haven't read it. Yeah.
I heard it's so good. Like, I need, whenever I hear my friends have read the books, I'm like, okay, if you read it and you liked it, I'll probably like it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I've heard
both
good things.
Yeah. I don't know. I love a fluffy romance though. So like
covers are
anytime,
so cute.
yeah, anything with like pink, like
Yeah,
flowers.
they're so colorful.
Yeah, this is like my vibe for sure.
Love it.
Guys, you're gonna be shook by the book that I just found in here. It is a book I've literally never found in a bookstore, ever. Literally, I've never found this inside of a bookstore. Like, literally never. I'm shook. The fact that I read this like not even that long ago, and I was obsessed with it, and there were so many people that like haven't read it, didn't know about it. I mean, granted, the cover is like obviously cringe. It's like the cover is not giving. But I've never seen this in a bookstore, which is why I love coming to like bookstores that have like a ton of different options, like diverse reads, but also books by like independent authors. Like, it is really nice to see books by authors that I'm obsessed with and books that I like loved in bookstores. Like, it's just, I am like finding so many like really good books in here. Also books, again, that I like, you cannot buy this in stores anywhere. Like, you have to either find it on Amazon or like the author's website. There's only 2 in here, but still, like, 2 is a lot. And even when I went to the Last Chapter Chicago like bookstore in Chicago, it's like a romance only bookstore. They have like a lot of good books by authors that you don't normally find in the bookstore, but they still didn't have a lot of like those books that I've like heard so many people are obsessed with. So this is like so exciting. I've never seen this book in hardback before. Look at this. This must have been like when maybe it first came out or something, because obviously it has like book of the month in the corner. I love this book. It was one of my favorite like Christmas reads. So if you're like looking for a good Christmas read, this is a really good one to pick up. When I was on Kinsey's podcast, she said that this is one of the books I should definitely read. She said if you like fluffy books that you should read this. I already own it, have not read it yet, but I was definitely told to like pick it up. I've never seen it in a bookstore before, so again, I feel like I'm finding so many books here that I wouldn't normally find anywhere else. I'm shook. I keep finding gem after gem after gem. Like, I just found this other book. I didn't even realize that this book was released yet. It's called The Truth According to Ember by Danica Neva. And it's about a Chickasaw woman, it says, who can't catch a break, serves up a little white lie that snowballs into much more, into this witty and irresistible rom-com by debut author. And I've had this on my list to like pick up for a while, but again, it like hadn't been released yet. And the fact that I can like get this in here, like, I was just gonna buy it off of Amazon or either the author's like website, because I didn't know if it was gonna be released in any bookstores at all. But I'm finding that this bookstore has like really good recs, and not even just like good, like very diverse recs. Like, I don't know, I'm loving it. And another rec that this is what I'm reading obviously at home, Between Friends and Lovers. I was in my bookstore back home and they didn't have this book, and they have like so many copies here, so it's just so nice like being able to come to a bookstore and like, if I'm looking for diverse reads and like I don't know what to pick up, I don't even really have to come in with a list because I can find something, versus I feel like back home I'll like look for books and they'll have like 1 or 2 of like the super popular ones, but not like a ton of options. It's just such a good feeling. A friend who loved Haunting Adeline, and then she also loved what was the other book? It's by Jennifer Hartman, Still Beating. She loved both of those, and I recommended Still Beating after she told me that she really liked Haunting Adeline. I've been trying to find another book for her that I feel like she would like, but I'm not like a big dark romance reader. And I was thinking of recommending The Sacrifice. It says a dark revenge romance. Someone comment below if you've read this and really liked it, if you like dark romance specifically, because she loves it, but like I don't read it, so it's hard for me to be like, read this book when I've literally never read it. But it looks like it kind of gives the same vibe as like Haunting Adeline type of stuff, like very like dark, very like powerful guy type of thing, and like she loves those. I literally almost bought it for her, but I was like, I need to ask you guys first. So comment below if you guys have read like this before and if you guys enjoyed it or not. I told you guys in one of the last vlogs that I want to start reading more literary fiction, but I genuinely don't know where to start. So I was asking you guys for recs for books that are like great literary fiction or contemporary fiction books for people who normally read romance, because I feel like there's some good ones out there. I just am not picking the right ones. So I ended up looking literally in your comments that you guys like left. You left so many good ones, and you left a lot of really great book recs. So the books that I like grabbed, and you guys are still commenting because the video like literally went up today, but the books that you guys recommended were Shark Heart, and it's by Emily Habeck, I think. And it's supposed to be a book that has like a little bit of romance in it, but it also like deals with grief. Then you also recommended Writers and Lovers by Lily King, and that's supposed to be a book that like I literally looked it up online, and it has like a 4.0 rating on Goodreads, and it has like 150,000 reviews, and they're all like so good. And it's supposed to be a book that like a lot of people really loved, and this one also has like a little subplot of romance, but it interweaves like grief, I think, and like navigating your 20s or maybe 30s. And then the other book that I screen grabbed that you guys said is really good is like Lemon Trees Grow, I think that's what it's called, like Where the Lemon Trees Grow, or As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow, maybe something like that. But I think that's young adult, because I literally just looked it up and it says like best of young adult, but that also has like a really great review. So those are the three books that I'm trying to decide if I want to pick up. I think I need to find them because I like to feel books, like look at the words, look at the dialogue, that kind of thing, especially with literary or contemporary fiction. Like in the last video, I was showing you guys some books that like were kind of on my radar, and then when I picked them up, I was like, yeah, that's not enough dialogue for me. But I live, breathe, and I wouldn't say die because like that's excessive, but I live and breathe by you guys' book recs. I love looking on Goodreads. Whenever you guys are on there and like we're friends, like I always will look at your Goodreads reviews. I don't even care about other people's reviews. Like if it says it's like a 5.0 rating on Goodreads, but like you guys give it low reviews, I'm not gonna pick up the book for the most part. Not always, because like I will say like I just like to pick up books sometimes just because, but I really do trust you guys' opinion. And I also try to take you guys' book recs too whenever I'm picking things up, especially in genres that I don't normally read. So I want to pick up a contemporary or literary fiction. I have 2 romances in here, and then I also want to pick up maybe like a young adult and maybe a thriller. I think we're also gonna go to maybe another bookstore a little bit later, but I think that'll be in the other vlog. But there's just so many options in here. I could literally stay in here for hours. Like there's so much to pick up, and I feel like it's making me want to come back here again, literally just to go book shopping. Books are so wildly expensive, like I actually can't get over it. Like the last book that I just looked at was $25,000. It's like one of the most expensive ones in here. Looks like it says that these are $11,000. Let's see if you can zoom in like and see the price. Like I'm actually shook. That's so wild. I came to grab this book and I hadn't read like the synopsis, so I didn't know anything about what this is about. Y'all, is this actually good? Because it says, for Lewis and Ren, their first year of marriage is also their last. A few weeks after their wedding, Lewis receives a rare diagnosis. He will retain most of his consciousness, memories, and intellect, but his physical body will gradually transform into a great white shark. Is this like... be so for real. Like, is this like satire or is this for real? Like, so many people love this book, so I feel like it's probably good, but I am just... like how he turns into an actual shark. It says at first Ren resists accepting her husband's fate, then a glimpse of Lewis's developing carnivorous nature activates long repressed memories for Ren, whose story vacillates between her childhood or her time with a college girlfriend and her unusual friendship with a woman pregnant with twin birds. Woven throughout is the story of Ren's mother, Angela, who becomes pregnant with Ren at 15 in an abusive relationship. In the present, all of Ren's grief rises to the surface and she makes an impossible choice. I'm so... like, he turns into a shark. Like an actual shark? Someone please let me know if this is good. Like, this literally feels like it would be satire. I don't know if I'm gonna get all 3 of the books or if I'm just gonna get like 2 or 1. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna put them in my little basket and then figure out the end, and I'll give you guys a haul before or whenever we get home. We got so many books, guys.
So many.
This is wild.
Yeah.
So many. How, wait, was it 32?
32 total books.
How many books did you end up getting?
I got 9.
Okay, how many did you get?
4.
I got 5.
Ooh.
I also got 5.
And I got 9. That's so many. I think we're all gonna do like little videos with like our hauls and stuff, but if you guys want to see everyone else's hauls, go to their channels, because that would literally, we would be talking for like an hour. Yeah. Like if we all did it on our own. So yeah, we're gonna do it like separately, but we got some good books. And these are books that like you don't normally see at bookstores, like different unique covers, like lots of really good books. I feel like I ran a marathon today. Like, we have been on our feet in these bookstores. We actually went to Barnes & Noble and got books at Barnes, and then I also got books at Powell's. So many books at Powell's, like so many. But I did end up getting some from Barnes. I think this video will already be up. I put them in this tote, so there are 2 in here. If you guys want to see that, go watch my recent video. I think I did like a vlog of the whole weekend, so you guys can like go see that. But the books I got from Powell's, I'm gonna show you guys these because there are so many. Like, I think I ended up getting 9 books, and I actually don't know how I'm gonna fit these in my suitcase because I actually think that I only have like, I want to say I only have 10 additional pounds in my suitcase that I can actually get without being charged like $100. So we'll see if these actually end up fitting. But these are all the books that I got. I'm gonna go through them one by one. Probably not read the backs of all of them, but like give you the vibe of what each one is. I kind of like to go into a lot of my books blind, so I kind of want you to have that same experience if you want that. And a lot of these books, like so many of these books are outside of my comfort zone, like completely out of my comfort zone. And you'll see by the first book, like I'm very surprised. But I actually was looking at a lot of you guys' recs, which is how I ended up finding a lot of these books, because I literally went to my last video, like last book shopping video, scrolled to the comments and was like, okay, what are people recommending? Because I asked you guys to leave recommendations for literary fiction and contemporary fiction for girls who love romance, or just like people who love romance, and you guys delivered. So I went through there, looked at a bunch of your recs, and I ended up picking up some books. So I'm going to show the books specifically that you guys told me to pick up, and I'm also going to show some other ones that I picked up. I ended up getting Annie Bot, and this book right here is one that's like way outside of my comfort zone, but I figured it would be a good one. There's only 231 pages in this, so I feel like it will be really fast. Oh my gosh, guys, there's a sticky note in here. It says, "To whoever may read this, I hope your day is beautiful and you get everything you want." Oh my gosh. Like, and what's so funny is I was actually looking to get this book, and I saw some other ones that I was thinking about getting, and I like went to the 3rd book instead of like the 1st book in the stack, because I just like, I don't know, I'm like that. Like, I like to get like not the 1st book. And so I wonder if I would have gotten a sticky note in the other books. But this is, I think, about a, not girl, it's about a robot named Annie Bot, and I'm pretty sure the robot like dates this guy, and the robot was created to be like the perfect girlfriend. And I don't really even know what else the book is about, but it says it's an unforgettable novel that combines the author's exploration of humanity with a powerful narrative driven by My Dark Vanessa. Annie Bot is an explosive mediation on intimacy, power, autonomy, and control. So I loved My Dark Vanessa, and that was like a really big reason was like why I wanted to pick this up. So I'm very excited to pick this up. By the way, I did end up spending $147 on all these books from Powell's. This one, on the back, it says it was like $28, which is like I feel like it's so much for this book. Like, I mean, it's hardback, but like, I just feel like that's so much, like $30 for a book. Like, you get 3 books, that's almost $100. But there were some more affordable ones in here. Then I ended up getting The Truth According to Ember. This is actually a book that I'm so excited about. I'm pretty sure that the author who wrote this said she could not find any Chickasaw or Chickasaw books like about her community, so she wanted to create like her own romance with like characters that were so near and dear to her heart. On the front, Emily Henry wrote, a fresh, exciting new voice in the world of romantic comedies. And on the back, Chloe Lee said, fresh, funny, and full of heart. This is a romance I won't soon forget. I just feel like this is going to be a really good one. It says, Ember Lee Cardinal has not always been a liar. Well, not for anything that counted, at least, but her job search is not going great. When her resume is rejected by the 37th time, she takes matters into her own hands. She gets creative in listing her qualifications and answers the ethnicity question on application with a lie. A half lie, technically. No one wanted Native American Ember, but white Ember just landed her dream accounting job at Park Avenue, Oklahoma City, that is. Accountant Ember thrives in corporate life, and her love life seems to be looking up as well. Daniel Colson, the IT guy and fellow native who caught her eye on the first day, seems to actually be interested in her too. Despite her unease over the no dating policy at work, they start to see each other secretly, which somehow makes it even hotter. But when they're caught in a compromising position on a work trip, a scheming colleague blackmails Ember, threatening to expose their relationship. As the manipulation continues to grow, so do Ember's lies. She must make the hard decision to either stay silent or finally tell the truth, which could cost her everything. I feel like this is going to be so good. Again, I saw this book on TikTok, and then I think one of you guys also sent it to me after I'd already seen it on TikTok, and you're like, you have to pick it up. I'm like, bet. I literally already have it in my cart and planning on picking it up right when it comes out. So I'm so glad that it was at Barnes & Noble, and at Powell, so I could pick it up there. Then I got these 3 books right here that you guys recommended. The first one is Writers and Lovers by Lily King. This one has such great reviews, and this one is, I'm pretty sure, like a literary or contemporary fiction. This one was romance, and then this one was contemporary or literary fiction. I don't really know, because like it was just in the fiction section. But it says, blindsided by her mother's sudden death and wrecked by a recent love affair, 31-year-old Casey Peabody has arrived in Cambridge, Massachusetts in the summer of 1997 without a plan beyond a determination to live a creative life. So I'm not gonna like read the rest, but I feel like that's a good synopsis of it. And you guys have just said that this is incredible, and also all the reviews on Goodreads hit this is like an incredible book. Now, I will say I'm definitely nervous, like super nervous to get into contemporary fiction and literary fiction more. Not because I don't think I'll like it, because I do think I'll like it, because I used to like it in college, but I don't want to have reading ever feel like a chore. And I feel like sometimes when I read like contemporary literary fiction, I just am like, I just have to be in the right mood, you know what I mean? So I got that one. Then I also got Shark Heart, which I almost didn't get this, but the fact that you guys recommended this, and it's literally about a person whose physical body is gradually transforming into a great white shark, like an actual shark, I just was like, I cannot leave this at like the store. Like I can't leave it at the bookstore. There's literally no way. I also really like that there's short chapters. Like the first chapter is literally 1 page, like back and front, and that's it. I love looking in my books and seeing how much like dialogue's in there, like what the pages are like, the words, the text, everything. Like I feel like it helps me decide if I want to buy it or not. And then the last book that you guys recommended that I got is As Long as the Trees Grow. This is a book that you guys said was very heartfelt and deep, and all the reviews are really good. It says, this is my land, and just like the lemon trees that have been growing here for centuries, spilled blood won't stop us. I want to say that this is a Palestinian like author, I think. I don't remember exactly, but I kind of feel like I saw this like floating around on Instagram. I could be wrong. Comment below if you guys know, but I kind of feel like maybe it is. But I have heard that this is like a really good book. I also love how the edges, they're like those like jagged edges, and they're really pretty. So got that. And then I also got Slow Dance by Rainbow Rowell, which I think is one of my most anticipated reads. This one I don't really know what it's about, and I kind of want to go into it blind, kind of like the last one too. I feel like it gets me more intrigued to read the book versus like sometimes I'll read the inside and be like, oh, I know what's gonna happen. It's like, you literally don't, you haven't read the book yet. Like, you need to calm down. But I'm really excited for this one. And then I also picked up Delilah Green Doesn't Care because I did a little TikTok and like put a little video on Instagram that you guys can go see now. But I had my book besties choose which book I was gonna bring home. And I got this one. So this one is a sapphic romance, and it says a clever and steamy queer romantic comedy about taking chances and accepting love with all its complications by debut author Ashley Herring Blake. And so I am really excited to read this one. I also feel like I have a very good stack of not only like romances, but also contemporary fiction, literary fiction. I have a book by a Chickasaw author and a story with like a sapphic romance, and I also have some books that are literary fiction, some books that are contemporary fiction. I have some romances. Like, this is all over the place. I also have a book by a Black author in the other wrap up if you guys want to go and check that one out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys go and check out all of the books that all the other book besties picked up. They all picked up so many good ones, and I feel like you guys will really enjoy it. So make sure you guys are subscribed because there's new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6 a.m. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.